this is the Wheelstand Lite 2.0, Next Level Racing's newest evolution in their budget wheelstand lineup, with a few unique quirks and features. But it has one major issue. So, what is it, and would I still recommend this wheelstand? Disclaimer in description. Like I mentioned in the intro, the Wheelstand Lite 2.0 is a $149 wheelstand from Next Level Racing, possessing a few unique features. Features like its fully aluminium construction with a tubular design, built-in chair cradle, integrated shifter mount, as well as its main selling point, its ability to fold in half. Now, this one point has proven very helpful as I don't have much space myself, and after sim racing sessions I found putting this away takes about a minute, with you needing to unscrew the two base screws holding in the wheelbase mounting plate, fold in the wheel deck, and lift the entire wheelstand up. What's great is that even with gear mounted, this is an absolute breeze to fold away, though with no locking mechanism keeping it in place once you have it folded away, which is a bit unfortunate. Another one of Next Level Racing's main selling points for this wheelstand is its future-proof aspect, with the ability to upgrade to a full rig for an additional $200. Now, I don't have any information apart from the fact that it'll include a seat as standard, and that you have the ability to buy the full rig in both its current colour as well as an all-white variant for $300 total including shipping. Though, as you'll see later, the value proposition for this rig isn't as good as it may seem. Well, at least in comparison to Next Level Racing's own FGT that you've not only seen in every video on this channel, but also is the rig that I've been daily driving for the past 3 years. Before we get into the driving experience though, let's take a brief stop to see how it's built. You'd hope that Next Level Racing would pack the Wheelstand Lite 2.0 properly to assure that it arrives in one piece, and as expected, packaging was taken care of, as it arrived in a really nicely printed box with the wheelstand's parts all wrapped in this nice white foam. The wheelstand is already almost completely pre-assembled as everything comes mostly attached already. In the box you get the main attraction, the wheelstand itself, along with all the necessary screws, tools, the wheelbase mounting plate and the shifter mounting plate. Getting the rig ready is also a piece of cake, as all you really need to do is screw in the 4 total screws on both the wheelbase arms, attach the wheelbase mounting plate, and screw in the 2 hand screws at the base of the wheelstand to secure the wheelbase mount in place. The mounting for the pedals is also relatively simple, following the individual pedals mounting instructions. Mounting my Camus LC100 pedals, I found that the mounting pattern did not fit, with my best attempts to move it via the included pedal plate also coming out flat. I did manage to mount the CSL pedals though, and as you'll find later in the video, its performance was fantastic. And finally, moving on to the shifter mount. Unfortunately, I only have an Octane Shifter V3, review on that soon, on hand at the moment, and I wasn't able to mount it as the length of the shifter was far too long to securely fasten it without any jank solutions. A bit unfortunate, but I totally understand both sides of the coin. Mounting options for other shifters on the market though look very fruitful, so I expect many shifters to mount just fine. Overall, Next Level Racing have done a fantastic job with their packaging and assembly process. Shame about its driving experience though. Speaking of, let's talk more about how it is out on circuit. So like I mentioned in the intro, the Wheelstand Lite 2.0 has one major issue. So what is it? Well, that would be its wheel deck stability while driving. In every sim I tried, and especially on higher end wheelbases like the Camus C12, not shown here, I found that the wheel deck would move considerably under load both forward and back. In my testing, I found that using some ratcheting straps kept it really nice and secure, so maybe if Next Level Racing could implement a similar design or upgrade or include it with their seat upgrade, that would help considerably. But yeah, apart from the front-back wobble, there was absolutely zero side-to-side wobble, which is a great sign. Moving away from the wheel deck, the pedal plate was also rock solid, and even while standing up on it, I would comfortably apply even more weight. So good job Next Level Racing. But overall, this wheelstand is incredibly sturdy. The only thing I really have to criticize this wheelstand on is its awful front to back wobble, which is such a shame because everything else is honestly really sturdy and solid. But despite its wobbles, would I purchase this wheelstand myself? Well, with its $149 price tag, it's difficult to say it's very cheap, and that wobble is a massive turn-off for me. If Next Level Racing managed to fix the wobble and still keep the price somewhere where it is now, I think only then I would be able to recommend the Wheelstand Lite 2.0.